Namaste. On behalf of IAACM and CarnaticLessons.com, we have a very, very special guest here, world-renowned percussionist, multi-percussionist, multi-talented Selvaganesh sir. Sir, please welcome.
Same here. I'm so happy to be here, and he's my brother, and I'm so happy that he's really running a great institute, and he has a great website where you all can see different musicians talk about different genre of music and different ideas now to practice and everything. So that's nice to hear.
Yeah, that's so nice that we have a legend like here. So to begin with, the main purpose of this interview is for the students who want to make full-time.
I'm still a student too.
Who want to make full-time music, and there are a lot of students born in the US who want to move to Chennai and pursue music and all that. And little tips and things from a legend will definitely inspire them. That's the main purpose of this interview.
Okay.
So to begin with, I want to start a little bit with your childhood. How you got into? I know he's a legendary father, is a Grammy winner, and
it's very. I mean, it's so nice to be born in a music family. At the same time, it's very hard time to keep it. So that's the main thing. But in my case, we have a school in India, in Chennai, where my grandfather started. So when I was born, when I was like a baby, he used to keep me in his lap and teach.
Wow,
right?
That's
so. I grew up listening.
Just music was in your blood all through.
So it's in exactly as you said, it's in the blood, and that's how I got into it.
Wow.
And actually, I wanted to be a mridangam player.
There are so many other percussion instruments.
Yeah.
What made
and
you
also
choose?
people always say like your dad plays ghatam, how come you're playing ganjira? So I have two answers for that, which is like I wanted to be a mridangam player, as like we all know that mridangam is the main percussion instrument in South India. And ganjira and ghatam and morsing, these are all like sub. So nobody wants to be a sub musician, like a side man, whatever we call it. But it's not a. When I was kid, that's which came into my mind, but later on you will feel it like music is music. Any percussion instrument or any instrument you play, you have to be blessed to be do that.
Exactly.
But like when I was a kid, I wanted to be a mridangam player, but we used to do a demonstration when the foreign delegates comes into India. So we are the school to representate the percussion and explain about the percussion instrument from South India. So my grandfather used to do it, and then he always says, someone has to play different instrument, right? So one mridangam player, one ganjira, one ghatam. So he cannot force any of his student to play ganjira, but he can force his own grandson.
So that's how you landed.
The reason is nobody wants to take this instrument because it's one-hand instrument. So whatever they do it with the two hand, with the mridangam and ghatam,
it's like actually tough to do all that. What you do in a mridangam on a ganjira.
Exactly. Right? So that's why I wanted to be a mridangam player, but later on I got used to it. Whenever it happens, I'm the one to play ganjira. And then my grandfather said one thing which came into, which stayed in my mind was, he said there was not so many players to play this instrument. To keep this tradition on, you have to be on.
Wow.
And that's the first thing. Second thing is, if you want more concert, you have to be a ganjira player. Because you have huge competition, and you won't get much concert. But
I think that's a great thing, right?
Yeah. For a kid, you have to, such a way you have to tell something, where they can easily take it. They won't, it's very tough to convince kids. So when I was a kid, that was a huge community. He says, that's nice. So that's how I took it.
So this is a great tip for all there are many percussion students on the website. So this is a great tip. It's like people hesitate to take ganjira as a main instrument, but look at Shelvaji, he has taken it and brought it to a great level.
That's what, by grace of Mahaprabhu, by grace of my grandfather, by grace of my father and my uncle, who's my main teacher. So
whom did you learn? That's what I wanted to ask. Everybody is a musician in your family.
Exactly. But my dad, we have this kind of a saying in Tamil. We say we won't learn from dad.
Exactly, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We need someone to teach because we always take advantage. He's my dad, and also dad says, it's my son. But my dad was not like that, but still. So I got a chance to learn from my uncle, Subhash Chandra.
Subhash Mama, who is a world-renowned.
He's very good in all percussion instruments.
Wow.
He can really teach well with the different percussion things. So I learned from him. And then with my dad, when I started playing with him in '91, where I started joined in a group called Masters of Percussion with Zakir Bhai.
Wow, that's what I wanted to ask. Like, you have played with Zakir ji, you have played with Remember Shakti, all those experiences, if you can share.
Oh, it's all about, I mean, I would say that everything is done by Ustad Shahid Pervez. Like, he's the one who got me into a different level, and he's the person who's like took me to.
How was it when you played with him first time? How did you get the opportunity to play with him?
Oh, playing with Zakir Bhai, it's like playing with your brother, right? Because I grew up, and first music which I heard when I was a kid, it was Shakti. Wow. So because in '70s, like when I born.
That must be such a big achievement. You listen to Shakti and then you get to play with them.
That's a huge dream. Like I mean, I didn't even have a dream to play with, but I got a chance to play with. It's all because of Zakir Bhai. Wow. He's the one. Like when I joined in Masters of Percussion, so he found something on me, and he always asks he always says like, you are my brother's son.
Wow.
So my dad and Zakir Bhai, they are like buddies, and they are together, and then they cooked each other when they were staying in New York for
those
a while.
Recordings are truly amazing. The way they played. There's a video on YouTube if somebody wants to watch on Shakti.
Oh yeah, the way they come and everything. Yeah, that's the way to. I mean, so for me, that was a great stage. So I'm here right now, sitting with you, or sitting in America, or wherever I play. It's all because of Ustad Zakir.
Wow.
Yeah. Zakir Bhai is the main mentor. Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about your practice? How I mean, you have achieved so much, virtuosity in playing Kanjira, and you can literally have shared stage with anybody. The great Zakir ji and Carnatic, every mridangist you have played. So how was your practice? That will be very helpful for the students. How many hours you used to practice? How was your practice? Methods and all that, if you can share.
Yeah, for a musician, which is really important is not the learning, the practice. Exactly. What they call it like sadhakam in our language, or riyaz in way of saying it, or practice, whatever it is. So we need more to concentrate on practice. And those days, like the way of teaching is totally different than what's happening now. Yeah. So what happens those times is like they give you a phrase. So you just practice that for week, and every day like 6-7 hours, 8 hours. Whenever we don't keep like I practice for 6 hours. No, whenever I get it done, I do it continuously. Yeah. So it's like my thing.
So you're always with the instrument. It's not like an hour, 2 hours. You're just.
It's like a question like in a day, like how many times you speak with your wife or you speak with your brother. It's not that you cannot say, oh no, I spend 1 hour with my wife. This is the time. No. It's like being with
So it's about with the Kanjira like that. Oh my God.
It's like that. Like so, it's just always having a conversation with my instrument every time. Like it is me and him, me and her, whatever. That's how it should be.
Amazing. And also listening makes a really important. You listen to everybody, all the legends.
Legends. And also we used to do a group practice, which is with the melodic player. So we'll be just like a concert. So we just do a group.
So you used to jam and practice
so that's what they call it, jamming. Yeah. So jamming, it's also a way to learn,
learn from everybody else.
Yeah. So you exchange. Okay, you say I give you this. Okay, I'll take it from that. That's a trade which happens.
There are many parents over there who kids are learning Indian music or South Indian music. Can you give some tips to the parents here in the US?
Yeah. See, right now what happens is. To keep the Indian tradition, this is the only way. Music is the only way where we can learn tradition, because now everything is changing. Like if you see the way we talk, the way we dress, everything is. But when we are on stage, we still in the tradition. We respect the stage, we respect instrument, we respect people. Exactly. So it's all. So this is our tradition. And if you want to teach your kid your tradition, for example, you say, no, you have to be like this, you have to wake up this time, you have to respect elder people. They won't listen to you. But when they learn music, it comes by nature.
Yeah.
So it's better to put them into a music thing, to learn. And the way, they will also learn the culture, they will learn the respect of music, they will respect the people, and they know the value of teacher, they know the value of father and mother, everything. So music, it's the one which gives you everything.
Absolutely, absolutely. This is a great tip for everybody, and especially for the parents to encourage their kids. And
but now it's all happening. Every parents in America, they wanted their kid to be learn some music, which is good because they know this. Like oh, this is the only way where I can
continue the tradition.
To a tradition. So
amazing,
to culture them. It's all like they know it. And one thing is, I would say, which I have seen it with so many things, you need to have a patience. For the parents, I'm telling you.
Exactly, they need to be very patient with the.
They shouldn't think, oh my God,
they cannot expect the kid to go on stage.
Each and every kid has their own way of approach to music. The reason is, it's because of the interest. It's not like your brain and my brain, we both are same. Only thing is, I have interest in something else. That's what I couldn't concentrate on. What you are doing it, and then you may be better than that. I'm not, but I might be better on something else.
Exactly. So
but only thing is, you need to have patience.
That's such a great tip from a legend here. And also one quick question. We got an opportunity to, you have played with Shrinivas ji for a long time, and we got to tour Paris once with him.
That's a great
How was your experience? And it's such a great loss.
With Shrinivas, Shrinivas ji is
like... I heard you play in the Music Academy every year. You were like always with Shrinivas.
Actually, I would say I'm the only one with this who really miss him a lot. The reason is, as a company, I do only one concert a year. With that too with
oh my God!
There was every December 23rd, December.
Exactly. I've heard so many of your concerts always.
So now that's gone. So it means like me as a componist, I don't know.
Wow.
So I really miss him a lot, and I've learned a lot from
him. Right? Yeah. Can you share a couple of them which will be invaluable?
Very simple thing is like. To be very honest with your music, which I have learned, like because he's very honest in his music. Like even if you give him 2 minutes, so we always say sometimes, like for example, when you're playing with a band and you don't hear yourself, you said, "I got my money, I'm having it."
Exactly. So it is not
like that. Even he will do his part like very honest.
Very sincere.
I have learned it. Now I'm doing that. I'm following that. Like wherever I'm in, I play very honestly.
Completely.
When I'm on stage, okay, because like at least there are some places you have to be honest.
Exactly.
Because humans are like, we cannot say I'm truly honest. But at least one thing, when Shrinivas, like, when he died, he might be thinking, okay, I'm very honest on my music. With my music, I was honest. At least that can like, lead him to a satisfaction, which I'm trying to follow.
Wow, that's a great thing for all musicians and,
He's very honest. So there are a lot to, like, to say, but this is the best.
Wonderful.
Like, he never cheat his music, he never cheat his audience, he never cheat his co-musician. In sense, not the way of like other things, by music, I'm saying. By
musically, he was
he's very true. He was very true.
Wonderful. Yeah. So, thank you so much. One last question, Shalaji. What are your future dreams, future projects, and what are your plans for the future?
Yeah, the plans, like, I never dream about a project. I always go with the flow. Right, so suddenly
you're constantly touring, right? You're always on the go. So
musician has to be like that because we live with that. So we have to do it. And suddenly you meet a musician, and then you say, "Oh, why don't we jam? Oh, let us do an album." Then we come up with a group. So this happens just like this, right?
Wow.
So I always look for that. Like, I always look for what the time says, what the God is going to give you. And every day you meet a person, there is something that's going to happen.
Wow.
So it's like we talked before this, said let's do something. I said, I'm very open to do it. If you find something, let's do it. So that will happen. Like,
and having an open mind for everything with every
But one thing what I'm doing right now is like doing a duo with my son as a Ganjira duo. Just Ganjira.
Wow, that's like I have never seen anything happen. Just
The reason is like we usually say in South Indian tradition when we have Taniyavatram or solo concert, it will be like Mridangam, Ganjira, Gattam, sing whatever, and then they do the Taniyavatram. But this is totally different. So what we have done is like we never play separate. We play together for 1 hour, 1.5 hours, whatever.
Wow,
but this like I would say that I have taken this tradition from North Indian style.
Wow.
Because I have like almost 15 years when I toured with Zakir Bhai. When Zakir Bhai and Allarka Kansa, when they played together, I was there. And then when Sakiba and Fazal, and they used to do a trio in Masters of Prakash, and like in set 1, set 2, like we all come and play. So I when I used to sit and listen, and then I always say, why we don't have this kind of tradition? It's not like I do one set like in Chatushram and you do Chatushram. I do playing
separate.
Yeah, always, it's not that. Like so, when I do it with my son, it's like that. Like
it's almost like a melody on Kanjira.
So we do that a lot. And also in America, we did it last 2 months back.
Amazing.
We're going to do more of that.
Yeah. If people want to follow you, can you please share your website, your Facebook?
You know what? Seriously, I'm not into all those stuff which my son does it, but my page, that's where a little bit I follow, which is like
Facebook page.
V.Selvaganesh.
Wonderful. If somebody wants to follow him, please follow him on Facebook page. And of course, tons of videos on YouTube are there, and many fantastic solos are there on YouTube.
I hope my best.
Of course, with I'm sure there are a lot of his Shakti snippets are there. With of course John, and that's fantastic. So thank you so much, Selvaganesh. It's such a pleasure to take time and do this for our students. I truly appreciate it.
I really appreciate that.
Wish you all the very, very best for your future.
Thank you very much. Thank you.